Hello and a very warm welcome to Evolving Consciousness. If this is the first time you're visiting this channel. This channel is all about evolving your consciousness, making yourself the best version of yourself, and continuously evolving yourself into the best version. The kind of content which is being shared in this channel is primarily got to do with self-help, spirituality, and to bring a holistic growth mindset into your consciousness. Not only will this channel be of help to you, be of service to you in terms of uplifting your consciousness, it can also give you insights and ideas to strive to excel in your material endeavors as well. Coming to the topic of this video, as I mentioned in my previous video, I'm going to do a 7-video series on this beautiful book. It's called The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success by Deepak Chopra. Now, the best part about this book is it's extremely pragmatic and practical. We have tons of self-help literature across different genres, but one thing which makes self-help and spirituality not so appealing to mass audiences, its lack of practicality. Only when you are able to implement and make it a part of your day-to-day life does all this knowledge really make sense. So this is a very pragmatic book because after every chapter the author gives you 3 practical actions, 3 or 4 practical actions which each of us can implement so that we can resonate with the laws which he talks about. So today's topic, the second law, it's called the law of giving and receiving. It seems very obvious by the definition, by the name of the law itself, give more to receive more. But let's go into the granular details of the law. When we talk about giving, the very first thought which comes in our mind is giving away wealth, giving away doing charity. But the author goes a bit deeper and tries to give a very deep and profound definition to this entire dynamics. He says that everything material and non-material is basically an offspring of consciousness. If you had seen my first law, if you had seen the video on the first law which talked about law of pure potentiality, there I mentioned that every manifestation, whether it's physical or non-physical, is actually an offspring of consciousness. Energy, right? So even quantum physics talks about this concept that everything in this universe is energy, whether physical or non-physical. At the fundamental level, it's energy. Now, law of giving and receiving, it's very simple in the sense that it talks about the concept of circulation. Anything to prosper, anything to grow into a lot in your life, you need to keep circulating it. In simple terms, there always needs to be a circulation of life energy because what stagnates starts rotting. So essentially, the idea and the central theme of this law is to create this environment of circulation wherein the more you give, the more you receive. But what is the understanding behind this, and what is something we really need to be mindful about? So the law talks about giving. Now when we talk about giving, most of us, the ideas are confined to material expressions of giving. But the author says that it's not necessarily material. Giving someone a compliment, a genuine compliment, giving someone a silent blessing, or maybe sharing a joke with someone, or making the day better by smiling at them, or sharing a joke with them, or giving some genuine feedback which could empower them in some way or other, or help improve themselves. Each of these are forms of giving. And why do you have to give? Like, what is the payoff for me? Because human mind always wants payoffs, right? So I'll tell you something very basic. Even though you can't see something immediately manifested in your material world, once you give something to others, there is a deep sense of fulfillment which you feel. Now, research has shown that people who are into a lot of selfless service, people who are into a lot of social service, people who are into a lot of engaging activities where they serve society, or they have a purpose in life which is sort of dovetailed into a purpose wherein they serve human beings, animals, nature. These people have been proven to have very less percentage of depression. In simpler terms, these people are more immune to all the mental health issues which we see. So the immediate payoff for each of us is that you feel a deep sense of fulfillment. All the so-called mental health issues which the world is so paranoid about these days, you are always immune to them, or you are probably more immune to as compared to someone who is devoid of all these activities, right? So this is the biggest evidence which says that the more you give, the more the intention behind your giving, if it is unconditional, if it is devoid of any kind of need, right? So most of us think that, if you have this kind of a business mindset, if I give this person this, I'm going to get this. He's not talking about that kind of giving. When Deepak Chopra talks about giving in this chapter, he talks about a giving which comes out of pure joy, which comes out of an unconditional loving heart. He's talking about that kind of a giving where you don't expect anything in return. Let's remember this beautiful concept of nature and universe. Only when your intentions are really pure and good, behind your giving has such power. If your intention is to hoard, if your intention is to get something out of that giving, let's make no mistake, universe is not as dumb as we think it is. It is making a note of each and every intention which we are having in our mind. So we really need to be careful and be honest to our own selves. What is the intention behind the giving? Is it to genuinely share your joy, your happiness with the person to make his life better, or is it due to a personal motive? Now, the interesting part is, the more your intentions are pure, the more the circulation happens. The more the circulation happens for your own benefit. So this, and something which he breaks down in a very practical way, he says that if you want more love, give more love. If you want more respect, start respecting people around you. If you want more appreciation and attention, start giving people around you more appreciation and attention. Now this is something so beautiful, and I think this is also connected to this concept of karma, right? Now the law of karma and cause and effect is a separate chapter in itself. I won't go into the details of that, but one thing which I have also heard about in one of the videos is the soul, right? This is not the first lifetime we have been in this physical costume. We have been in this physical costume since innumerable lifetimes, and we probably don't even have the memory of it. And people who are experiencing a certain lack in their life, it could be lack of money, it could be lack of respect, it could be lack of love, somewhere down the line, if not this lifetime, maybe in their previous lifetimes, they didn't give that love, respect, love, financially, they didn't support anyone, they didn't do charity, maybe they didn't respect people as much as they should have. And that's the very reason why they experience a lack of it in this lifetime. So the biggest eye-opening thought or the enlightening aspect of it is, the reason you're experiencing a lack in your life is because you were hoarding it in your previous lifetimes, or maybe even now. You tend to be insecure about certain things. You tend to think that if you give something, you will lose it and the other person will benefit. Let's remember, universe is a very fair ball game. Universe plays a very fair ball game. And universe doesn't give you anything. Universe only returns to you with interest what you have already given it. So this is a very beautiful concept. And now with this kind of understanding, with this kind of a knowledge at our disposal, our choices, our decisions will be guided through these principles, and we'll make better and informed decisions, and the quality of our life will exponentially improve. Now few people might think that I myself am not that rich, then how am I expected to donate wealth or donate money? if I myself don't have anything. Now, one thing you need to understand here is the quantity doesn't matter. What matters is the quality of your intentions. Now, suppose you're someone who earns only 10 rupees a month. Now, a person who earns 10 rupees a month, if he's donating 1 rupee, just 1 rupee, now that is 10% of his income. Now, this person's donation registers far more in the universe as compared to a person who earns lakhs of rupees and he is skeptical in even donating 5,000 rupees. Because remember, universe is watching you. Universe knows your current capacity, current capabilities, and when he sees that you are willing to contribute with a pure intention, no matter how difficult your current circumstances is, universe will register your goodness far above than a person who earns millions or crores, but he is feeble and is shirking from doing charity or share. So intention is the key here, not the quantity, not what the amount you can do, but what is the quality of your intention. That is the prime focus here. So to sum it up, whatever is lacking in your life, whatever is sort of not there in your life, start sharing that. And the more you share that, the more those things come to your life with effortless ease. Let's remember, these laws of spiritual success talk about effortlessness, but there is a certain level of effort in the initial stages. But once you build these thoughts in your mindset, you start feeling fulfilled from within. And one other very key aspect of this whole cycle of giving and receiving is this dimension of receiving. Now, most people, even in my own close family, they are hesitant in receiving, right? Most people think that we should only give, and when it comes to receive, just fold your hands and say, that's not how the universal dynamics works. When you are being gifted by someone, a small gift or a compliment, accept that with gratitude. Because remember, it's a cycle. You can't keep giving, and when you start receiving, you cannot be resistant to receive that. That is going to bring chaos into that cycle. So if you want to have a smooth flow of cycle, you need to give unconditionally. When you receive it with gratitude. Gratitude is a very potent way of participating in the law of giving and receiving. Because whenever you are grateful for something, that means you have received something. And when you are grateful, when you are genuinely grateful for that thing, you are participating in the receiving process. And when this giving and receiving goes in such a seamless manner, your life is filled with abundance. Abundance in every dimension, in its every manifestation. Life becomes an expression of joy, expression of ecstasy. Because let's remember, the universal laws, they are laws, right? And laws cannot err. Laws cannot go wrong. Just like law of gravity cannot go wrong, the universal laws also cannot go wrong. It can so happen that our present mind won't be able to perceive the exact reality which we are trying to achieve. So we might be giving, but what is the intention behind your giving? That is something you need to check. And when the intention is changed, and when this law is successfully practiced for a long period of time, abundance cannot help but flow into every dimension of your life. To sum it up, participate in law of giving. Give the things you want in you, which you are very much wanting in your life. Again, the quantity doesn't matter, the quality and the intention is the central key. Also, when you receive something from someone, accept it with a sense of gratitude. And giving necessarily not is physical things. You can silently bless someone, send them a good thought, a prayer as well. So this is an extremely powerful way of giving. Silently blessing someone, silently praying for the love, peace and abundance of their own life. Having said that, we come to the end of the second law. The third law will be coming, which is going to be more interesting. It's called law of karma, the cause and effect. Hope you enjoyed this video and got some value out of it. Thank you and meet you in the next video.